The Sound Lab, 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 the Sound Lab. Experimenting with the best new music.
Hello. Kawala.
Hello.
Hey mate.
How are you?
How's it going?
Yeah, good. You're on tour at the moment.
Yes.
You're in Bristol tonight. How's the dates been so far?
Incredible.
Yeah?
Been crazy. Do we need to speak into?
Yeah,
Speaking
it's
to-
probably best.
Yeah, they've been really good, really amazing. Yeah, well, every show so far has been crazy, like full rooms, and can't really complain. Like really amazing response and stuff.
Yeah. Yeah.
So this is we're in Bristol. This is show 5, 6 of
Lost count
13.
already.
So we're almost halfway through.
Mm-hmm.
I'm broken. I'm a broken man.
Yeah.
No, I'm having a great time.
We've all had a cold. We've all gone through it. We're all better
Is
now.
it gone now? 'Cause
We're
I don't
got.
wanna
We're better.
catch it.
We're better now. We're all better now. And yeah, the show's been incredible. So yeah, it's all
You're good. And you started this tour by releasing a new single. Tell us about the new single.
The new single, "Heavy in the Morning," is it's probably a bit more chilled than some of our other songs. But yeah, I mean, it's one of we've always wanted to kind of have quite a range and kind of quite a broad spectrum to our music. So I think "Heavy in the Morning" kind of like provided that kind of like that mellow kind of quite a somber feel. And I think it's funny because we put it out partly because we trialled it at a few gigs, got an amazing reaction, carried on playing it at shows. It was the one song that people kept asking for, and so we kind of felt like we couldn't really not. So we gave the small amount of people what they want.
Yeah, definitely.
It's a slightly sadder song than perhaps the single that we released previous to that, "Play It Right." I mean, despite it being sad, there's still got a kind of sense of hope in the lyrics, like in the content, like the idea of being heavy in the morning, but overcoming that feeling as well. It felt like the right time to release a song like that. With the change of weather and everything else, it makes it so much harder, in the mornings, etc. It's a song that we're really proud of.
Good. And are we gearing up to anything in particular now? Another EP or pushing into album territory maybe?
Yeah. We're like, so an EP's on the way.
Yeah.
So it's one of it's the kind of first song of a 4-track EP that's kind of going to be dropped, kind of like it's going to be staggered and kind of like drop it one by one. I just kind of give each song a chance to kind of do its thing.
Are they all completely different from each other, or are
Yeah, I think with EPs, like we've released 2 EPs now, and this will be our 3rd. So we're like, no strangers to the EP world. But I think it's one of those things we've always wanted it to be. I think like we've always wanted to treat them like micro albums. Do you know what I mean? So like it's when we we are deciding the 4 tracks for an EP, it's always like we want to get as much of a range as possible. So have those upbeat kind of high lifey feel songs in there, having like a soft, more mellow song like "Heavy in the Morning," and then just a range that maybe we go a little bit more indie. So this one we have a good spectrum on across the 4 tracks.
Good.
It's like one real out and out pop song,
Yeah.
kind of one mellow song, and a couple of kind of quite like feely songs. So
I'd say "Heavy in the Morning" on this EP is the kind of mighty river of, say, like the first EP, or like the kind of Moonlight or kind of Roads on the second EP.
Yeah. And do you have a preference on what you perform and what you write, or is it kind of how you're feeling at the time when you're writing it as how it's going to sound at the end of it?
we've got a structure as to how we do it. We kind of like, we always kick off, we write, the 2 of us, we'll come with a song. I'll normally call up like Ben, our drummer, and be like, new tune, trial it with him, because he's always a good like reference point, as if it's absolutely dead or it's all right. And then we'll get together as a 5. That's always the big test. We'll like spend a bit of time writing, go in the band room, work on it all together, and if it kind of passes the test with the other 3, then we know it's an all right song. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So like, and if it doesn't, then you never have to hear it again. Yeah. Start from scratch or like, and then but that's always good. And then sometimes we do it differently. So recently we've been working with a producer called Charlie Andrew, who like famously did like the like Alt J albums and stuff. It's been such a crazy experience for us. And like he's kind of re-taught us like ways of arrangement, which is really interesting. It's like we'll have the song in the same way we normally would, where we come in with the band, but instead we do it while a producer watches, and like everyone's in different rooms, and it's just this kind of like crazy creative experience where it's like having someone who is like, I think his original trade was being a drummer. So he like, he always gives Ben a hard time on drums, like coming up with new ideas and new tricks and flicks, and it's really fun and interesting because it's just like gives you a whole new perspective. And
in many ways, he's been like the 6th band member.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah. Excellent. And looking towards the future and after this tour, what's the plan next for the rest of the year and into 2020?
Once we've finished this tour, it's been pretty non-stop for us this year so far. We've done, this will be our 4th touring kind of experience. At the start of the year, we went on tour with an incredible girl called Dodie. And then we had all the festival seasons and stuff. We did some shows in Ireland and Germany with George Ezra and stuff. We've done it's been in our own tour. It's been completely non-stop. So what would be really nice after this tour is to sit down and just get back into writing and come up with some new songs. It's something that we've been just like completely yearning for, just like for so long. That's going to be the first thing I'd want to do. In the next coming months.
That's what we got planned. We're just gonna like get, as soon as we finish this tour, straight back writing, spend a lot of time on that, and then going into the new year, just gigging away again. It's fun. It's mad to think that we've been as busy as. I mean, you literally cannot complain. It's better than being sat on your bum thinking when's something gonna happen. Do you know what I mean? So like, it's an amazing feeling to be this busy, but it don't half take it out of you. You're like,
I'm not surprised.
Yeah.
Excellent. And so looking towards the future as well, writing wise, is the next step after this EP to be an album, do you think, or are you gonna haven't quite decided that yet?
Ask our label. No, I'm joking. No, I think it's a matter of if the timing is right, then the timing's right. Do you know what I mean? It's like it. Should we wait for that sound to end? Or does it really matter?
I think we can keep going. I mean,
I quite enjoy it. It's atmosphere.
Anything can happen when you're live.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think that the most, I'd say, look, when the demand is there for an album, we'll be ready to do an album. I wouldn't want to risk doing an album too soon, and because at the moment we're just trying to like build up our rep and trying to gain fans. But when it really feels like we're in a really amazing and fortunate position at the moment. Like, we'd love to do an album tomorrow, but it's whether you want it to really connect with people and know that there are people waiting for it as well. So we're just going to see how this EP goes. It depends how it goes, really. If it goes down really well, then we can work from there. If it doesn't, then we'll see what happens. Do you know what I mean? You kind of take it as it comes. So maybe is my answer to that.
Excellent. Well, it's been a pleasure having a chat with you both.
Not at all.
Cheers.
Thank you very much.
Thank you very much. Thank you.
The Sound Lab, 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 the Sound Lab. Experimenting with the best new music.